So I just finished this run with a running group, Fleet Feet, and had a great time, great group. And they had a few questions for me, some of the runners afterwards. And one of the things that came up was one of the guys had Achilles issues for like 2 years. And now he's signed up for this 10K training, and he is currently running in 4mm drop shoes. The drop of a shoe is basically like how much the heel to toe comes down. And generally, I'm going to say that for anybody with like a calf or Achilles issue, generally, if you have a little bit of a higher heel to toe drop, it's going to feel better. It's going to take less strain or put less strain on your Achilles, because the Achilles does not like to be repeatedly stretched, and that's what it's doing when you're running. Every time you land, there's a little bit of a quick stretch, and if you don't have the it's called eccentric control, like controlling the negative or like slowing down your foot and ankle, then your Achilles is going to be kind of causing micro tears every step. And having a higher heel to toe drop on your shoe can help mitigate some of the discomfort and that stretch. It just takes the Achilles through less range of motion and less pulling on it when it's irritated. And then eventually you can go from maybe like a 10 to 12mm drop and work your way down to a 4mm drop or even lower. The other thing this gentleman was doing was he was stretching his calf a lot before his runs. And that's okay. I don't think it's necessarily wrong, but depending on how sensitive and acute your Achilles is, that could potentially actually irritate it a bit more and sensitize it a bit more, so that you might even feel it a bit more on your run. So a couple of tips then is really to not stretch your Achilles aggressively, depending on the stage of your rehab. And then also, if you do have an Achilles that's a little bit irritated, using a higher heel to toe drop shoe would be more comfortable. Or you can also put a heel lift in the shoe and then gradually work yourself out of it.